Hello, my friends, and welcome in the another episode of Polish and Turkish Champions League. In this episode, I want to tell you something about Polish and Turkish history in the European trophy. But where is my friend? Where is my friend from Turkey? Where is
Here
Burak?
we go!
Hello, bro. Nice to see you.
Yes.
And to be honest, I want to that you will start talking about your successful.
Okay, because I don't have time, I will tell you something and I will go again.
Okay.
And I want to start from Beşiktaş, and they played the quarter final in the European League.
Uh-huh.
It was the most successful for them. And the second one, Fenerbahçe, they played the semi-final in European League, and also they played quarter final in Champions League.
Wow.
Against Sevilla, they won. It was a penalties. Then they went to quarter final. I don't remember, but then they couldn't go to semi-final. And it was the other team, Galatasaray. They won European League.
Not Turkish league?
No.
European?
trophy.
Seriously?
Yeah. UEFA Cup.
Wow.
It was 2000. 19 years ago, but they won.
Huh?
And they won against Arsenal.
Arsenal?
Yes.
Wow.
And
but
they were-
in Arsenal, they have a lot of cool players like Henry, Petit, David Seaman, a lot of cool
Yeah,
guys.
and Thierry
How it was
Henry
happen?
also.
Please
Yeah,
tell me.
yeah,
Please tell me. I
will
want
tell
to
you.
know.
And I will tell you from the beginning. And they were playing in Champions League in this year. Then they couldn't go out from groups, and they were playing last match against Milan. They won, and then they went to European League, like UEFA Cup. And after that, they passed all the tours until final, and they came final against the Arsenal, and the result was 0-0. And after that, they went to penalties. In the penalties, all Arsenal's players missed out all penalties except one player, and then won 4-1 against Arsenal. Then they became champions in this year against Arsenal. It was really amazing success for them.
4-1 with Arsenal. Oh, I am jealous. Now I am jealous because I can say something like this, especially nowadays. Because, for example, in this year, Polish master Legia Warsaw has lost with the master of Luxembourg. You know.
Oh my God! Okay, wait for this. And then after this match, they play Super Cup between Champions League winner and the European Cup winner. And they also won Super Cup in this year against Real Madrid.
Yes. Real Madrid with first
Yes.
11, not like a
No, it
Real
was
Madrid
real
B.
match. Yeah. After the Arsenal match, they got the UEFA Cup. Then they went to play with Real Madrid, and then they also won against Real Madrid. They got 2 cup in this year in Europe. It was really amazing success
Wow.
for Galatasaray.
To be honest, I didn't expect something, information something like this. But I want to tell you something about Polish history because I can say something good and cool only in the history. Unfortunately,
Yeah, but maybe you can tell yourself to your subscribers, and because I have to go, bro.
Okay.
See you.
So, the best Polish team because Górnik Zabrze has played in the final of the UEFA Cup. It was in 69 and 70 in this season, and for example, in the semi-final, they has got a draw against AS Roma. And in the first game it was a draw. In the second game it was a draw, and and the referee has decided that we have to play another game, the third game. And what was the result? Of course, it was a draw. And what was decided about this? What was decided about this game? It was a coin loss. Everything was happened about coin loss. So we had a really lucky day. And after that, Górnik Zabrze has played against Manchester City in the final of UEFA trophy. But I have heard some opinions that in the final, in the first half, the coach was decided to has got a strategy very defensive, but Górnik Zabrze has got really creative and aggressive and make to have attack players. And on the and the finishing in the first half, Górnik Zabrze has lose 0-2, but the match was ending 2-1 for Manchester City. And another Polish successful success, it was because of Legia Warsaw. It was in the same year in the Europe League, so like a Champions League. It was a semi-final, and they has got a semi-final too in the 90 years, but on the UEFA trophy. So we had some successful matches and successful season about Polish and Turkish history. But now, now I can only remind this kind of thing and believe and really believe that in the future maybe one day we can see something like this. Thank you, Mojito, obrigado.